going on? Thank you, Juancito Francios. I love the name from North Miami. Welcome, sir. Glad you found me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You gonna learn today. Hello, somebody. Because one thing you know, or will learn. So I'm gonna say there's a lot of new people. Some people may not know about me. I am very I get very passionate. I am what someone to say animated and even excitable. I speak, from a place of love though. So when I make comments and when I get like excited, just know it's not from a place of judgment because usually I'm working it out inside of me too. Okay, so I want to make that very clear. When I say what I say, it might step on some toes, and it's meant with the utmost love and respect and desire for your and my growth. We're gonna grow together. I don't have it all figured out. Okay. I don't. And when I'm talking about emotional growth, people are at different phases of life and at different stages of maturity. When I talk about psychological growth, big. It don't matter how old you are. I've learned age is just a number. Y'all know that is when it comes to mental health and maturity, you can't tell me just because you 30, 40, 50, 60, that you have gotten certain amounts of maturity in your mental health and your spiritual health walk. It doesn't always happen. People grow at different rates in terms of age. Sometimes you do get more from experience, but oftentimes I've met people that I'm like, whoa, they need more exposure to different type of people. They need to travel a little bit. They need to talk to different people because they're stuck where they're from, and they're stuck in a like a mental box. And so to think a different way, it can be very difficult. And I sometimes cut those conversations short. I'd be like, okay, not ready for you today because you need to open up a little bit more, gain a little bit more exposure before we can have some deep conversation. So my goal here is, for those who don't know, I started doing live workshops for women 3 years ago, pre-pandemic, and those were some powerful afternoons together where, and that's why I'm doing online now, because I was like, how am I going to get this sensation of like, oh my gosh, I'm helping a woman lighten her burden. I really enjoy that. That is a joy for me because I felt heavy for so very long. I was carrying a lot. I wasn't sure how to process it. The woman on the outside did not match the woman on the inside, and how hurt I felt by certain things that I had experienced. So I have a heart for people who are hurting. When we talk about these things like relationships, y'all, the problem I see is a lot of both us, men and women, have not done the healing, right? We still have a lot of pain. We still have a lot of fear, right? And so when you get with a partner, you're not really ready to love them in spite of, as they grow, as you grow. We still dealing with a lot of childhood trauma. We still dealing with adult disappointments, adult hurt, things that made us feel less than. So when you go into a relationship now, you trying to bring two wholes together. Y'all not whole. We still are suffering, especially in the Black community, when it comes to emotional health, mental health, spiritual health. We got to put those back on the forefront. Those been on the back burner for too long. We have been in pain and we're suffering in silence. And then you want to date somebody. I'm gonna get off of that. Y'all please drop some comments. Y'all get them likes up. Welcome. It's the Suzette Speaks Show. Let me y'all, you know what? People told me to drop a Cash App. I didn't think I was ready to do that. I might do that. But again, welcome to all my new subscribers. Y'all know I love you. I hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. I think it was last night. I had a couple of people text me like, you're at 1K. Thank you to all the folks who found me through the TLA show. You guys, I am appreciative of you. I hope we can have some elevated discourse, letting you know this week, I think I'm going to do some reaction shows. So if you had an opinion about what you saw on the TLA show, I was like, God, I got to make sure I organize this in my thoughts, because, after the fact, you have so many things you wish you could have said, but I want to hear what you have to say. So I don't know if I'm going to do that Wednesday or Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, because there's just so much there that I thought, I want to hear from my people. You guys, the comments, I couldn't even read them. But for, again, elevated discourse is what I'm about. I'm not here For the rigmarole. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. So I really do want to revisit that, and I want to welcome you. Our topic for today, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe, is just do it. Confront the fear. Now, again, some of you may be aware of what your fear is. Some of it may be very tangible. Some of us are living with fear that's below the surface. So I'm hoping through my guests that she and her story will enlighten us, empower us, have us, have a different lens through which we look at how we handle it in our lives. All of us process things different ways. Like I said, everybody matures in different timing. It is not about you and the next person. It's about you and how you feel about what your experiences were and are, and not letting how you feel slow you down. All right. Y'all ready for a great discussion? I am. Welcome again. I see so many people in the chat reacting to your interaction with TLA. Gonna put you in the game. People been saying what you gonna say about it. I'm like, I don't know. But this week I had one guest cancel. So I was like, I got an open show. So maybe I'll use that time later this week, and y'all we gonna just talk. And I'm nervous about it, but it's necessary because I see that it sparked a lot of conversation. So I think the reaction video that you guys are looking for, and with your participation, I'm doing it more so because a lot of people had different opinions in the chat. Now I saw the red pill community in effect. I'm not talking about everybody that's just mad for being mad. I want real discourse. And I talked to a couple of coaches I knew down here. I'm like, yo, I need to talk about real relationships for real women. And again, I don't have all the answers. And I rely, when I do my workshops, on people who are experts, right? So I've already talked to one lady out of Orlando, good friend of mine. I asked her to deal with relationships, if she's comfortable dealing with relationships and sex in dating for ambitious women. Y'all like it? Okay, we gonna cook something up. I know that'll probably be next week, but this week I think I want to give my viewers a chance to respond. Anyway, so we got a show. I gotta bring my guests on. Facts. Hey, y'all drop a comment, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Suzette Speaks here. Great topic today. Just do it. Confront the fear. I have a woman who is, like I said, an entrepreneur. She's a new mom. Actually, we met at my last conference, funny enough. I've watched her from afar here in the South Florida, I guess, social media sphere. I know she's ambitious. I know she also wants to see people empowered, uplifted, and, gain a sense of, control over their lives and their thought life, more importantly, and how they're thinking and what they're thinking and how fear is playing a role in their lives. And she's had real life experience with that. So without further ado, y'all drop some comments, hit some likes. I see you. Thank you, Grandma 11. Gas of the World. My daughter told me that video was posted on Lipstick Alley. No way. My friend texted me yesterday that there was another podcast talking about it. It's kind of crazy, guys. I did not, if you know me, you know I'm a private person. If you know me, you know that I would not be talking about relationships and dating like on a public forum. Actually, if TLA had asked me to come on a show like that, I probably would have said no, which is the ironic part. That outside of my comfort zone and all that hot seat for almost 2 hours is actually creating an opportunity that, honestly, if he had asked me, Sue, I have a show on this and this and that, would you be a guest? I probably wouldn't have said yes, which is very funny. So yes, we in this thing. I appreciate y'all. We got to get to my guest. She's waiting patiently. You're speaking true. Y'all know, well, as you get to know me, it's going to be very interesting. Like I said, I deal with topics that I'm struggling with. And I'm trying to be as transparent because people see me and think I'm like together. We're a work in progress. Imagine that. I'm a work in progress, just like you. So indirectly, I like to do these things because people be like, dang, you just like me. And I'll be like, why y'all think I'm like so together? Like, just because we go to court, just because we do certain things and function in society, grown up, adulting is okay. But sometimes, like I say, emotional baggage and trauma and pain and hurt and fear is real. And no matter who you are, we have different degrees of when that pops up for us. And we don't want it to hurt us, hold us back, or have us destroy sometimes the best thing that could ever happen to us. I've seen it in marriages, I've seen it in relationships where it's not even about the other person, it's how you grew up or what you think about yourself that ends up being, what destroys something that could be, successful and healthy and loving and all the things we want it to be. So, without further ado, I see you. I'm in the back. Keep doing your thing. World Star Hip Hop is World Star. Yeah, y'all go. I don't even know what to think about. I'm not going on no Kevin Samuels. Y'all keep Master Lion Tamer. I told my friend, that's why I told just ironic. I said I would never go on a Kevin Samuels episode in my life. I had spoken those words out loud before this. That's why it's like crazy. I was like, God, you're so funny. I'm glad you didn't have the opportunity to say no, because look at the benefits. You're right.